Mature cod and whiting with broken backs, sole with large bends across their bodies, and the complete eradication of gastropods. These are the consequences of Dutch fishing vessels blasting the UK seabed with electricity, a practice known as Electro-Pulse beam trawling, a fishing method described as so efficient and deadly that all stocks will be affected until only a wasteland is left. Electro-Pulse fishing continues despite an EU-wide ban on fishing with explosives, poisons and electricity. MEPs have already recognised the environmental impact of the Electro-Pulse method when they voted to ban the practice outright in January this year. However, the EU is once again trying to usurp democracy by proposing to keep it in place until at least 2021. For me, the efforts to keep the pulse fishing smack of nothing more than greed. The greed of the Dutch fishing companies, who have seen their profits explode upwards despite using scientific licenses. The greed of the influential Dutch fishing lobby, who are pushing for a reversal of the Parliament's democratic decision. The greed of those who target conservation areas like Britain's Dogger Bank in order to increase profits further. And the European Commission's greed for justification in allowing Electro-Pulse fishing to go ahead in the first place against the advice of their own scientific bodies. I, for one, am sick of the EU's pursuit of profit at all costs, with democracy as a price. Of the EU lobbyists who seem able to ride roughshod over the will of the people. And the EU's principle of equal access that allows one country to destroy the resource of another for their own gain. If the EU get their way, the areas where Electro-Pulse fishing is practiced will expand, something I am determined to stop. However, the fight to stop pulse fishing in Britain's waters is one strand of a larger battle to halt the EU's totalitarian influence and ensure British self-determination in the post-Brexit era. If our current government and the EU get its way, Britain's right to self-determination would become nothing more than a footnote in our once glorious history. So join me in fighting the Dutch fishing invasion and help put the pulse back into British democracy and British fishing.